John, obviously a disappointing break for the Scottish Cup, but now we're back to league action and all focus is on Saturday against Alloa Athletic, who probably looking like another tough opponent who have been on a good run of form lately. How have you been preparing for this one?
Yeah, obviously we've got to put Saturday behind us and move on. The pitch there was just, our guys couldn't play on that pitch, as simple as that. We could still win the game, we had enough chances to win the game, but it wasn't a game of football in the way that we would play. But disappointing to go out the cup because we had such a good run last year, and we were looking for something similar this year. But that is the nature of the Scottish Cup. You get these tricky games away from home, and the pitch is hopeless, and it's 22 players on a pitch, if you can call it that, and then it's not football, it's just a lottery. One team's going to win, one team's going to get beat in a cup tie situation. We had the opportunities to win, didn't take them, and they got a winner at the last gasp. So as I said, compliments to them, well done, good luck against Aberdeen, and we now put it behind us, and that's what we've done. The defeat was going to come at some point. You would like it not to have, but for it not to have, we would have to win the Scottish Cup and win League One. So we're still very capable of winning League One. That is now the priority, and we've got an opportunity to do well in the Challenge Cup with a semi-final. But it was always going to be, when that situation arose, when we lost a game, was how we were going to respond and react. And it was a matter of, let's get a good week's training in. That was the message after, the game on Saturday. Let's get a good week's training in, and let's, bounce back against Alloa on Saturday. Then the guys have responded really well. We went over the game with bits and pieces that were there to be looked at, the set plays, obviously the goals. Their chances, and then we move on. So we've had a really, really good week's training. Guys were buzzing us today. Really good quality within the setup that what we did this morning. And we'll, tick the boxes, cross the T's, dot the I's, cross the T's for tomorrow. Just fine tune what we want to do, and then we'll be good to go against Alloa, which I think they've picked up a little bit. They're very much in the game till the latter stages against Motherwell last week away from home in the Scottish Cup. They've acquitted themselves very well. They go behind, they get a goal back with Connor Salmon back in the team. Obviously a new manager since we last played them. The two previous games this year we've came out very, very good winners. We've played well on both occasions, we've played really well on both occasions. But Andy Graham's gone in, former player, and I think he's still a player. So putting his stamp on things, a little bit different. He'll have different ideas, and he'll probably judge the players there differently. So we can see that in the analysis that we've done building up to this game, and we've got to be prepared again for another tricky game. But for our point of view, it was a matter of how we're going to respond. So we're responding in training. Now we need to take that into the game. We've got one training session tomorrow. It's always shorter, livelier, bubblier, and going through, as I say, being just fine tuning how we want to go about it. So yeah. We go there, we want to get our 3 points on the board. There's a fair chance at the game against Cove, our next league game, we've got TNS in the Challenge Cup, and then we play Cove. If Cove win their cup tie, we won't have a game that day, because that'll be Cove in the Scottish Cup. And so our next league game after that is Hamilton. So we want to make sure that we go to Alloa, we perform well, and we come out there with a win, good performance. We've had a good start to the year with the wins against Queen of the South and Cove. Great performances, yeah. So that wasn't so long ago. So we go back to what we do best and get playing, against Alloa, and then we're ready to kick on.
Obviously, the standards have been very high this season. It's not every season you go on a 26 unbeaten run. Is maybe Saturday a bit of a test to see how the players can react to the first loss since July, and how impressed have you been by the attitudes they've shown with such a good week of training after two maybe not so ideal results behind them?
No, that's what I'm saying. There was always going to be a test. It was always going to be how we respond. We won't know that till 3 o'clock, you know. And training, and training is great. So it's now 3 o'clock on Saturday, 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock on Saturday. That's what we're geared up for, you know, and that's how we prepared this week. So, you know, we've noticed the ball. We don't know. We've got to perform well. We've got to work hard. We've got to play as a team. We want to pass the ball. We always do that. But we can't take anything for granted, you know. Application, attitude to the game, the tempo that we play at, the pace that we play at, the moving of the ball, you circulating the ball, moving through the faces of the pitch. You know, we've got speed in the wider areas. Big Ross is always a handful. He links the play really well. And when we get in the wider areas, we need to get bodies in the box, and from there, it's stood us in good stead all season. That's the way we play, and we can get back to that on Saturday at Alloa.
Going into the game, there's been a new addition to the squad, a couple of comings and goings this month. Obviously, Dylan Tate's come in, who has spent the kind of first half of the season at Hamilton. What can you tell the fans about him? Maybe those who haven't seen him play, or what can they expect from him?
Yeah, so Dylan's 22. He's a centre midfield player. He can play as a 10. He can play as an 8 if you want. He can play as a 6. He's a very versatile centre midfield player who's got all the tools in his locker to be a right top player. Now, we brought him into Raith Rovers when he was like 16-ish, probably 16 going 17-ish, and he came into the reserve team. He did very well in the reserve team. He was with the Fife Elite Academy at that moment in time. He came in, played in the reserves, continued to play in the Fife Elite, and then he improved so much and he did so well that we gave him a full-time contract, and from there he kicked on into the first team, and he just got better and better, and you know, got to sell a move to Hibs. Unfortunately, no long after that, it was Jack Ross that signed him, but then Jack Ross, you know, obviously moved on, and it became a little bit more difficult for Dylan. He had a loan deal to Kilmarnock, and he injured his knee, so he was out for a while with that. So that kind of curtailed his loan deal at Kilmarnock. He's had a loan deal at Arbroath in the Championship, and then, you know, this season he was out in the early part of the season at Hamilton. Now myself and Paul have worked with Dylan. We know what he's like. He was a young guy coming through. He's dreaming to play football and be full time, and obviously to try and get a move. He's done that. He's now 22. Things have moved on. He's had a lot more experience under his belt. He's experienced, you know, you're a young boy. You're now 22. You're a young man. He's experienced different situations now. And what I've seen in training in the last few days, I'm really, really excited. Is exactly what I thought he would be. He's performed really well in training, and he's a really, really good addition. So delighted to have him. Yeah, so on the way out, Brad Mackay has gone to Kelly Hearts. We went there at the end of last week, and he played for Kelly Hearts in the Scottish Cup against Ayr United. So Brad had been out injured for a considerable time, and he's come back recently. He's kind of made the bench, and then other times, because we've had so many numbers, he's not been on the bench. He's an experienced player. He has to be looking forward for his own benefit to get a contract somewhere next season, and he needs to get playing football. It would be very, very selfish to keep him here, considering that the run that the team's on, and Cole Donaldson and Tom Lang having, you know, got a great partnership working together now. So, you know, we couldn't stand in Brad's way. We've got to let him get out there and try and help himself go and get a contract, you know, somewhere for next year. And the only way he's going to do that if he's playing football. We feel we've got enough in there and enough within the squad now. Dylan coming in would help us in central midfield area. It can maybe allow, you know, Liam Henderson to drop in if we've got any sort of injuries across the back. We've got Leighton who's covering, you know, in that right back area. Sean Mackey's there who can go into left back, left centre back. So we feel that we've got enough there in that area. Ola's gone out to Cove. Again, Ola's a young boy. He needs to get playing football. He's not been able to break in for any substantial period of time here, and he's been here now, you know, over a year. And so he's got ability. They're all good lads. There's no problems with him, but he needs to get playing football. Again, very, very similar there to Brad. You know, probably needs to go out and play and put yourself in the shop window and see how well he does. So obviously we wish the guys well at these clubs. Jordan Allen, again, Jordan has gone on to Clyde. Jordan has been here a year now. He came here last January. I think he started 6 games. He's came off the bench in a number of games. When we came here last year in January, we had the best. January and February was our best 2 months of last season. So very difficult to break into the team. And then there was the Scottish Cup going on, and Jordan was cup tied in the Scottish Cup. So every time a Scottish Cup tie came around, he couldn't be in the squad, and then we would go out, and obviously the team continued to win Scottish Cup ties until we got to the semi-final. So we continued to win games, and of course then you're not maybe changing the team again, So he found it really difficult to get, ample game time for still a young player. And well, as much like protecting our asset as well, we need Jordan to go out and get playing games. He's got another year here. He's got another 18 month here, whatever. So we need him to get out and get playing games and get a feel for scoring goals again and playing regular. So yeah, we're kind of like. Ian McCall was very interested in him from early on. Jordan's agent has spoke to me about Jordan going out, and he's a good lad. We didn't know what again prevent him going out and get playing. We had to make sure we had cover. So Ryan Shanley was cup tied at Edinburgh. Ryan Shanley couldn't be in the squad at the weekend, and of course if we'd got through in the Scottish Cup it might have been slightly different, because obviously we could get to a Scottish Cup tie. Maybe Big Rossi was injured, and then we didn't have Jordan, and Ryan can't play in the Scottish Cup. We were out of the Scottish Cup, so now it's not such a big deal with regards to keeping Jordan, because obviously Ryan can play in the league games and he can actually play in the Challenge Cup as well. So it was another situation where it was more doable to let Jordan go out. Again, I feel like with Big Ross, with Ryan, Gary Oliver can go up there. Calvin Miller was a striker when he was younger, so I feel again we've got enough. We now know what we've got in front of us. We've got 15 league games, and we've got 1 cup tie, which is going to be a minimum of 16, a possible 17. So that's what we've got. We've maybe got the situation where we maybe go on 2 or 3 rounds in the Scottish Cup, and then what that does is it gives you a lot of midweek games. We know now that we've probably got 3 midweek games to play. We've got Montrose to play, which is on the 20th of February. We're going to have a game against Cove to play, and if we were to beat the New Saints, we would probably have another midweek game, but we know that's it. So we know how many games we've got. We know that the squad is more than capable. Yes, we don't have a crystal ball. We don't know who's going to get injured. We believe we've got enough cover in virtually every area of the pitch. But if you get a few injuries in the one, we would have a problem. But we don't know what area that's going to be in, because we don't have a crystal ball. So we'll just have to go along. We've got 20 players. We've got 20 players. That's what we kind of set out to start with at the beginning of the season. It was 20 first team players. Well, we sit here, or stand here right now, we've got 20 first team players. They're all, other than Callum, who has been available, all season, who may miss the weekend. We'll have 20 players. If Callum doesn't make it, we'll have 19 players. That's a full, basically everyone available. And we don't know what's going to happen, but you can't just keep bringing players in for the sake of, maybe he gets injured and that gets injured and he gets injured. We just don't know, because we just don't know.
Any more injuries or anybody missing, or have you got a full complement going into Saturday?
Yeah, Callum Morrison's picked up an injury in training to his knee, and we're just going to have to give that a little bit of time. We don't know if he'll make Saturday or not. It's not looking favourable, but you never know. But after that, everyone else, Dylan will be in the squad. Ryan Shanley comes back in the squad after being cup tied. Other than that, we've got everyone available.